You bought a menstrual disc and now you're leaking. So why is that? Let's go through some leak troubleshooting tips. When you insert a menstrual disc, you wanna make sure that you have tucked it as high as it can possibly go. This is a very common first-time menstrual disc user mistake. It feels like, oh my gosh, this is too high. I shouldn't be tucking something this high. Will I ever see it again? The answer is yes. But get over the fear and just go ahead and tuck it as high as you can, and that's gonna give you security and hopefully stop your leaks. But if not, you might not be getting your disc actually under and tucked behind the cervix. If not, you are just leaking. If your disc is not all the way underneath the cervix, the blood is just going to escape and go behind it and not into the disc. So if you remove your disc and there's no blood or barely any blood in the disc, but there's a lot of blood on the backside, the bottom of the disc, this is usually a sign that you're not tucking it behind and under your cervix. One surefire way to know that you've successfully tucked your disc, if you suspect that this is an issue, is to reach inside and feel underneath the basket of the disc and see if you can feel the cervix itself. It depends on how thick the basket is, and it also depends on how high your cervix is, but if you can reach your cervix, you should be able to feel something very dense underneath the basket. That is your cervix. That means that you're probably good to go. If you've tried those tricks and your disc is still leaking, it could be a sign that you have a backwards facing tilted cervix that is up against the back vaginal wall, in which case it's very difficult for your disc to get underneath and tucked behind it. The closer it is to that wall, the less room there is for the disc to go under and behind it. If you want to try it before you give up hope entirely and say discs are not for my anatomy, you can try the scooping method. So you essentially scoop into yourself as you insert the disc, and this is to help get the disc underneath your cervix. One more tip to try, and this is kind of a last ditch thing, but you can put your menstrual disc in upside down and backwards. Backwards only counts if it has a removal aid. And then what you're gonna do is you are going to push this bottom part in to help it flip and see if that gets it underneath your cervix, and then make sure you tuck that front rim if it didn't tuck itself. Follow Period Nirvana for more tips and tricks, or come visit us in Asheville, North Carolina at our Period store, and we can help you with these tips and tricks in person.